Hello guys and welcome to another video. So we have a new casting announcement from the Disney Plus Percy Jackson and the Olympians TV show, and this week we are getting the cast for both Hades and Hephaestus. That's right, we have Nico's dad and Leo's dad, and without further ado, let's check out who they have cast. I have a lot of thoughts on the way that they're announcing these cast members, but I'll save those for later. Okay, more Olympians join the council. This week, we were delighted to welcome two more Olympian gods to the throne room, or the set in Vancouver, as the case may be. Please welcome Jay Duplass as Hades. I don't know who that is. I feel like after Lin-Manuel Miranda, I'm not going to know any of the other gods. I knew Chiron, more or less, who isn't a god, and obviously I knew Dionysus, but everyone else is just going over my head. Okay, so here is a picture of Jay Duplass. Let me know if you recognize him, because he's not ringing any bells. Jay Duplass is a director, writer, producer, and actor with innumerable credits and an incredible range. Among many other roles, he played Josh Pfefferman in the TV series Transparent, Duncan in The Mindy Project, and Bill Dobson in The Chair. For me though, what really nailed his perfection for Hades was his recent run as Jesse Bloom in Industry Season 2. He captures the misunderstood, dangerous, gloomy side of the god of the underworld, but also his strangely sweet and quirky demeanor, making him the perfect guy to manifest Nico D'Angelo's dad. We'll see. I don't think it'll be too hard to be better than the movie version because war flashbacks. It was a thrill and more than a little surreal to talk with Jay when he was dressed as Hades and holding court in his otherworldly man cave. His back and forth with Percy Jackson was absolutely pitch perfect. As an added bonus, his kids are big fans of the Percy Jackson books. I'm told that when he shared the news he'd been cast as Hades, they said, "Yes, Dad, that makes sense," which is a fantastic compliment, I guess. Anyway, we're lucky to have him on the show. This is interesting. Have they already filmed scenes of Percy and Hades? Those are towards the end of the season. So, next up, after Nico D'Angelo's dad, we have Hephaestus, Leo's dad, and I honestly don't understand this casting. Not because I don't like the dude, because I don't understand why they have cast him already. Just the other week, Rick announced that we weren't going to get the casting for all of the Olympians. That some of them, since they weren't gonna come up until book 3 or book 4, we weren't just gonna get the casting yet. They were simply not going to be important in a season. So I wonder why Hephaestus has popped up here. Hades is obviously important and we still need the other two from the big 3, but Hephaestus, besides having his role as a troublemaker with Ares and Aphrodite, doesn't necessarily appear in the show. Ares does, but Hephaestus and Aphrodite are both just mentioned in that incident. And Rick Riordan has stated himself that Aphrodite will not be cast until season 3 if we even get there. So I don't know why Hephaestus is here, but I guess I'm happy about it. I mean, the more the merrier, but I just don't understand why he gets a cast and Aphrodite doesn't. But moving on, it's gonna be Timothy Amundsen as Hephaestus. He looks good. He does not look like anyone picture Hephaestus, so I'm wondering if they'll do a little CGI or practical effects on his face to make him less handsome and make it look like he was actually thrown from the top of Mount Olympus as a baby. But let's learn a little bit more about him. Where to even start with Timothy Amundsen? When I got to meet him on set, it was all I could do to play it cool. Since the Riordans have been fans of his since his long-running brilliant comedic role as Carlton Lassiter on Psych, one of our all-time favorite shows. He was Cain in Supernatural, King Richard in Gallivant, and possibly God in Lucifer. Interesting career. In 2017, Timothy survived a major stroke, which left him partially paralyzed. After years of intensive physical therapy, he retaught himself how to walk with the assistance of a cane, and he continued to act, often taking roles that raised the visibility of stroke survivors on television, like his turn as Gregory in This Is Us. That is honestly quite cool. He brings the perfect sensibility to the god Hephaestus, strongest and most resilient of the gods, sometimes spurned for his differences, but still kind-hearted in his own gruff way. This is another role we've brought forward in the series, so you get to meet Hephaestus a little earlier than you would in the books, and when you see him in character, you'll understand why. Okay, now Thank you. I'm glad he at least addressed the situation because I was getting a little bit mad. I want to see Aphrodite, okay? I want to see her. I wonder, we'll probably get Hephaestus in the love ride scene, right? With that whole debacle with Ares and that side quest, because I can't picture another instance of having Hephaestus here already. Oh my god, I just noticed that I've been calling Hephaestus Leo's dad and not Charles Beckendorf's dad. Charlie, the real OG. And he too has kids who are Percy Jackson fans. Honestly, who doesn't? Like, throughout all this casting, that's all the news we're getting. Oh, and their kids love Percy Jackson. Why isn't my dad an actor? Why can't he be cast as a god? So many great actors with kids who have excellent taste. More updates, and then stay tuned, demigods. I am afraid to close my eyes every night when I go to sleep because I wake up and there's 30 messages. I'm like, oh, you already cast this and this and this and this and this and this and this. And I'm like, can't you just announce this? First of all, while I'm awake. And second of all, not when I literally just uploaded a video onto my channel. Like, it would be nice if you uploaded this on like a Monday or a Tuesday. Give me time so I don't have 2 videos back to back to back. Overall, there's not much to say about this casting. I don't know these actors. I think they can probably do a good job. Hades looks the part, and I really like the story about Hephaestus. So I'm just glad that Rick cleared up why we're getting Hephaestus cast this season and why we're not getting Aphrodite cast yet. Though I do wish we got to see more of Aphrodite from the beginning, especially since Selena is an important character all throughout the first 5 books. But anyhow, please leave a like if you like this video. Comment down below who you think is going to be the next casting. We'll have to keep a lookout for that. Maybe next week we're getting Zeus and Poseidon. Who knows? Subscribe if you haven't already and click that bell button so you get notifications every time I post a new video. I post videos just like this every single Friday usually, and I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye!